Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. Shattered A to B.
Shattered Cast Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck up, Chip.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Shattered Cast Uncut, episode 237. Probably going to be mostly an SDCC show, so just be warned. But Robert's not at the helm, so hopefully we'll get it through it with some expediency. So joining me tonight is the one and only man with all the merch, Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Hey there, everybody.
Dude, my wife was cracking jokes on that shit. Right? Like, it was funny.
What?
Like, she was just like, Matt's just a t-shirt man, isn't he? He's got t-shirts just spilling out of the closet.
That's how Matt does.
I'm trying to get on your level.
I don't have any t-shirts, so you can kind of get on my level.
Yeah, go buy my shirts. But
I particularly liked your TFCon Chicago one, like the blending of the Autobot logo and the Chicago Bulls logo. Very nice.
Oh, well, guess what? Some people did not like that one. I wonder, someone on the panel.
I was indifferent. I didn't dislike it.
I like it. It's cool. One of them, but I do love the one that Bobby and Robert decided, or helped me design or whatever, and everything. And then Adrian helped me. He did the design for the Chicago one, and I thought it was a really great blend of the Chicago Bulls and everything.
I can officially say you have more shirts than me available for order. So it's impressive.
Thank you.
So up next, of course, we have, you heard him already, Bobby Skullface.
What's up, everybody? I'm ready. This is the one thing that kind of sucks about our show is it comes out on Friday, so every time there's like a big panel over the weekend, everybody else's shit hits before us.
I know, and we're just like
tired of it by the time that we get around to it.
We're still here.
We'll try to make it work. Try to make it worth your while.
Yeah. Hey guys, guess what? Last Thursday, when you guys had already posted your show, they revealed. Yeah, okay. And of course, next is Cringer himself. I mean, Greg for Mercy. Hopefully he's unmuted. He's quiet. Greg?
How's it going?
Oh, there he is. There's Greg.
I'm here.
And then there's me. And there's no Robert, like we said. And if he shows up, I'll hang up on him. So fair warning, Robert, even though you won't hear this till Friday.
He's in podcast timeout.
That is.
So we'll go right back around in the same order. Matt, did you get anything this week?
Yeah, I got the Make Toys Scarecrow and Grease Lightning or something. The Thundercracker and Skywarp. And that's it. That's all I got this week.
Very nice. Bobby, what did you get or have a chance to take a look at, or however your system goes? I don't even know anymore.
I had the opportunity to take a look at the Iron Factory Burning Slug, which is their Warpath, the New Age Toys Bumblebee, the New Age Toys Goldbug, the Hot Soldier Centurion. Shout out to Tyler F. He sent me the Centurion and the Warpath. That Centurion is something else. But
is that the Bumblebee?
Yeah.
The train?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yikes.
Oh, it's not good? All right, good. I didn't order it. Thank God.
It's something else.
Oh, very good. Seems like it.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, my comment section is gonna be blowing up. That shit feels it feels like the fast food of third party.
Damn. So McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Greasy.
Is that everything?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I got some. Actually, one other thing. I'm sorry.
No.
I got the Rage and Spoon complex base building system, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So I would have said the same thing. They hit me up and asked if they could send me some stuff to take a look at for a review, and they're basically like community based. They make these they're like diorama building systems. They're mainly spec'd out for 3 3/4 figures, but they would work with like Legends class figures or whatever. And they're cool. They're fucking like, they're panels, and the panel has one design on one side and one design on the other side, and then there's like these strips that slide between each panel, and you can build pretty much anything you want, as long as it's in a grid. So you can do multiple floors. You can do, there's walls, and then there's doors, so you can have doors that open into other rooms and everything. Like, it's pretty fucking cool. I got a video about that coming out Sunday. Cool. It's worth checking out.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Greg, what'd you get this week?
I only got Marvel Legends Dr. Octopus.
Okay. That sounds good.
What'd you get?
Oh, thank you, Matt. I was waiting. So I got a couple things, not that much this week. I got the SH Figuarts Majin Vegeta, which is nice. I've been waiting for that for a while. And then I got the Resurrection Frieza, which I was thinking about this. I'm like, if you guys think that like MMC and stuff makes like crazy amounts of repaints, it's like half of the Dragon Ball Z Figuarts use at least like most of the same parts, like the molding of the pants and all that crap. And like Golden Frieza, and then he's just like a redo of the regular Frieza. Now there's Resurrection Frieza, which is the same thing, but now he's got a hole for a halo. I'm like, if these guys come around and they make, a Golden Frieza that has a little thing for the halo, I'm like, I'm just going to draw mine's head out. That's all I'm going to do. That's stupid at this point. But, yeah, like, SH Figuarts a killer on all those constant repeat repaints. But whatever. So I got him, and then I got the Bad Cube Steamroll, their Sideswipe. None of the stuff I've checked out yet. I've just got it recently. And finally, I got the X-Transbots Hubcap and Cliffjumper. So looking forward to checking them out and putting them on the shelf. I also put up like a massive amount of things on Facebook because I'm like, well, don't need this Cliffjumper and Hubcap anymore and all.
Yeah, I saw that.
So yeah, it's been lucrative. It's sold pretty well. So I got more stuff I gotta, I think, throw on the table and just take pictures of and be like, hey, make me offers. So because that seems to work. So anyway, should we get started with this news?
Yeah, might as well.
Let's get started with this news. So first, DNA Designs has a Studio Series Megatron upgrade set, which on the first picture, I don't even know what they really upgraded, but I guess if you scroll down a little, it looks like he's got a new hand, a new cannon arm, and then shapes? Like, what else is it? I'm not really sure.
Take my strong hand.
Yeah, is it for tank mode, or what is it? Matt, do you know this figure well?
No, I haven't got it yet, but no, I don't know what the upgrade kits are. So I guess he's got a, what is this? Interchangeable.
Yeah, it says
normal arm.
Movie accurate and transformable right cannon arm. Interchangeable right normal arm. Extra parts for the feet and tank mode.
Oh, okay.
And what else?
So he comes with his right arm. He comes with a cannon, so you can take that off and pull and put in the regular strong hand. And yeah, it does fill in the gaps. Yeah, there's some big gapage. Like you got the tracks thing going on. So that's cool. If I get this, I might get this too.
Well, if you're gonna get that Megatron, you should get it right away so you can get the first production exclusive gift of the like messed up Megatron face, which looks actually really good if you care about the movie Megatron.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I might get this. I don't know. He needs more paint on his face. It is kind of plain and kind of bare. But,
Yeah, I don't think it's DX9's fault or whatever, but DNA or whatever. But I don't. I'm not sure if there's any quick fix to this figure.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for what it is, it looks fine. I guess it's definitely one of the better, looking Megatrons. I guess, but it's not really something.
Yeah, the Studio Series are doing. I think they're doing a decent job, especially with the Voyagers and the leader classes. They're more paint, a little better articulation and stuff. I'm not happy with the deluxes; they're really small and stuff. But this looks good. T-Man, he got this and did a review on him, and it looks, it's the movie Megatron, and everybody's going to crap on it, but it's not that bad looking.
Well, I just mean I'm not even talking about like the design of the character. Just to be clear.
Right. Okay.
I just think that this, like the plastic, like the gray plastic, like it just doesn't look appealing to me.
Right? Yeah, it looks kind of plain. It looks kind of really plain. But this upgrade set does make it, you know, a lot better, especially the back. I mean, it's a big gap, so it really fills it in. That's really good.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. Well, there's that. So the next piece of news we have is Transform Dreamwave, and I remember this company's name, but it's just so ridiculous every time I hear it. Transform Dreamwave has Voyager, Starscream, and Abominus upgrade kits. So this is for, I guess, the Power of the Primes stuff.
Yeah, Power of the Primes.
So I guess Starscream actually has a real silky cape.
Wow. No, that's still not. No.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess the Abominus looks better.
Yeah, the feet look better. And, well, I guess it looks more. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want. God dang, 40. No, I'm not paying $50 to upgrade. Abominus.
Yeah, and it's just all pieces. It's all no.
$25 for Starscream, but I don't like that Starscream that much. So, yeah, but I'm definitely not upgrading $50 for that Pot of Primes Abominus. He just goes up on the shelf and he's fine.
Yeah, Starscream. That shit looks silly.
Yeah, it looks like I'm flowing in the wind. It's just flowing. Okay. Yeah, we can move on from this.
All right. Well, Matt says it's time to move on, so I think it's time to move on. And it's because Matt wanted to get to the Hasbro news.
No, I thought that's all we have for third party. Oh,
that's all for third party.
So isn't this technically third party or Hasbro news? No.
Theoretically, yeah. This is where third party should be, making upgrade kits for crappy figures that nobody really wants. Whatever. So anyway, the first bit of official Hasbro news is kind of a carryover from last week, and I don't know where this got announced, but Transformers Generations War for Cybertron figures. So they're kind of like this weird crossover between like G1 and War for Cybertron. Like
it's their Siege line. It's their new this was at San Diego Comic-Con. This is what they're pushing right now, or fixing to start pushing.
I feel like it's an interesting decision.
I'm excited. This is what the shit should have been, since Combiner Wars. This is how they.
This is what it should have been since Prime.
Okay, yeah, basically, because this.
Well, at least aesthetically, I can't speak for anything else, but I mean, I think this is some of the better looking stuff that I've seen from Hasbro in a long time. I mean, it's far too late for me, but.
Oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But this is what I've been waiting for one of them to do for a long time, and it looks good.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, none of this stuff really does anything. Like, I really don't like the looks of Optimus like that. Like, it's like he doesn't really know what he wants to be, in my opinion. Sideswipe, I think, looks fine, but like whatever, like I don't know, the things above the windows in vehicle mode, like I don't know. It's either
the eyebrows.
Yeah, it's like either make him look G1 or make him look like his own thing. You know, like I don't think there's anything wrong with the War for Cybertron design or Fall of Cybertron design as they were, and like they didn't turn into like boxy G1 Optimus Prime robot.
I hear you.
So
I hear you there. Go ahead, Greg.
I was to say this isn't the same thing though. I mean, this is like a new trilogy.
I get it, but look at Optimus Prime in robot mode. Like he screams that I turn into this weird semi. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they said they were going for there. They were going for like G1-esque familiar alt modes, and then have like kind of Cybertronian spins on the alt modes. But it's whatever.
Yeah.
The cigarette burns on the things are really nice.
Yeah, well, I mean I like that. I like all the rust paint and weathering paint. Like I hope that it looks this good in the end. I have a feeling it probably won't, but
there's pictures of them. There's pictures of them with it on it.
Not at mass retail.
No, not at mass retail, but it looks kind of silly to me. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Well, anything else anyone wants to say about these?
No, I just think that I think like I've kind of said this, but like I think that it's not as waffly like it's cleaner. Like the deluxes seem to have ankle rockers and shit. Like they're.
I don't think that you're necessarily seeing things from the right perspective for that. Not as waffly, because if you look at the 3 picture with the Target Master, Optimus Prime, and Sideswipe, like look at Sideswipe's thighs.
Oh no, I'm not saying there's no waffles. I'm just saying in general it's not as waffly.
I don't know.
And I've looked at some of the other ones too.
I guess because you look at the legs and they do have some panels covering things.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's perfect. Not in any way, shape, or form. Sure. I'm just saying it is better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. I guess. I do like Sideswipe's alt mode. I think that's cool. I just wish that Prime wasn't like G1 semi with crap stuck on it. So.
Yeah. And it doesn't seem like that crap needs to be there. Like, I don't know. I guess for the line, I wish they would have gone a little bit further left. Yeah. Like it might be 2G1 for the line.
I agree. And I think Sideswipe, and I think that's why Sideswipe works for me, because it's like Sideswipe works as like kind of like it's clearly Sideswipe, but it's like homaging G1, but it's not G1. But like Prime is like, hey, I'm G1 and I'm sticking some stuff on me. You know, that's what I guess the problem is. So whatever. Everybody's heard me say that.
I love it. I love they're doing the Micromasters. They're combining weapons. So we got the Titan Returns where we got the Headmaster stuff, and now we're doing weapons like Target Masters and stuff, and Ironhide, and I'm really excited about Ironhide and Hound. They look really good to me. Cog, I love the deluxes.
We're gonna get to those, I'm sure.
Oh, we're not. My bad. I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah, no.
I apologize.
Yeah.
So that's what Justin was saying about the waffles. Like, you're gonna probably roll safe if you can't have waffles.
You need to speak up.
You're very, very low, Greg.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys are cutting out on me in a second.
That's much better. That's much better.
Yeah, I still think my internet's having some issues because you guys were cutting out. Like, the whole call was cutting out. You can't have waffles on the legs when you only have... You can't have waffles on the back of the legs when there's not a back of a leg. That's what I was trying to say.
Right. I hear you.
I was trying to say it earlier, but... like it's a minor.
All right. Well, let's move on to whatever the next thing is. Let's see, what do we have here? I guess SDCC, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll start with the first link, which is I guess it's the movie Bumblebee toys, the first images of them. So, they look fine. I guess.
Where we at?
Bumblebees.
Yeah, the Studio Series. We got there's 5 Bumblebee ones. I'm just like, oh god, it's gonna be like the whole Dark of the Moon thing again.
You know,
so I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think this is like this whole Bumblebee movie thing is just a marketing strategy, because they're like, hey, you know, all those Bumblebees you still have from all the old movies? Well, here's a new movie that's all Bumblebee, so just go ahead and throw them right back out on the shelf. People will buy them.
Well, do we want to talk about the Blitzwing thing at all?
I think we should. Why not?
Just while we're here on the movie topic?
Yeah, let's do that. I don't know necessarily much about specifically what, what was said about it. I just know that they said that, like, oh no, that's not Starscream, that's Blitzwing, which is just complete horse shit. But
yeah. And they said, they also said, the movie version of Starscream is too iconic. To try to make it look different, which to me says this is in no way, shape, or form a reboot, except in the way that every Transformers movie is kind of a reboot.
Mm-hmm. That's a weird decision.
You don't like pigeon Doritos?
What'd you say, Greg?
You don't like pigeon Doritos?
I like a Dorito as much as the next man.
Actually, the pigeon flavored one.
Right. We got a bag of spicy Doritos in there. I feel like fucking up, but I've had reserve as of right now. Oh. But yeah, I mean, why did they choose the Starscream colors, the Starscream look? They're fucking it's very upsetting to me.
You could have done this whole thing, and if you wanted him to be Blitzwing, you could have just made it purple and tan, you know,
and made it look like Blitzwing.
Yeah. But
people would have been just as happy.
You very much took the looks of Starscream and like, yeah, that's good. I like that.
Well, I think that, like I said, I think they went back and reshot a bunch of stuff. So this is not, that design that they showed is not going to be Blitzwing. I think they redesigned him and are doing a different. That's what I've heard.
I've heard that as well, but that's an awful lot of money to redo all of that.
Well, they went back and reshot some scenes and a bunch of like some fight scenes between Blitzwing and B. So I'm thinking they redesigned him, and that design that we saw is not going to be anything like that. Hopefully, we'll see.
I will be surprised if it's not. I mean, I can see him making tweaks and stuff, but it's just like there's so like just that little sequence that you see in the trailer, like that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Is anybody really surprised? I mean,
no.
I'm still gonna go watch it. I'm still excited. I'm still wanting to see this movie. I hope it's good. But that was kind of kicking the nuts. I was really upset. I was like, well, not upset, but I was surprised. I was like, God damn it, man, that would have been a good Starscream.
Why wouldn't they just go back and like redo the voice and redo if they were gonna redo something, like just edit out every time it says Blitzwing and say Starscream. Have it like on when you watch yeah like when you watch fucking Scarface on like TBS or whatever, and it's like this town is a great big chicken just waiting to get plucked.
Yeah. When I saw that, I had high hopes of that being Starscream, but fucking shit, man. I really wish they would get somebody in there that knew what the fuck Transformers was, and they gave a shit, but. Whatever. I don't think it's their fault. It's the it's the higher ups. They're wanting. I don't know. I don't know. I think the higher ups have a lot.
Higher ups at Paramount, or higher ups at Hasbro?
Probably Hasbro. Nah, I don't say Hasbro. Probably Paramount. I think Paramount's trying to.
I can't see
Paramount. 2 cents in.
I don't think Paramount would give a shit.
That's true. As long as it makes money, they don't give a shit what it looks like.
We're naming him Blitzwing. All right. We're naming him Starscream. Okay, fair enough.
Man, I don't know who's making the decisions. I thought Travis Knight. I thought he had high hopes and high promise or something. I think they've said he's done some pretty good, decent stuff before this.
We did like some claymation movie or something that was like highly regarded, I think.
Was it the MTV wrestling thing?
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Celebrity Deathmatch. Did he do that?
That was awesome. What was it, Kubo and the 2 strings?
I don't know what it was.
Man, I mean, that was. I didn't hear any of the. I didn't listen to the reactions in the crowd when he said that, but it should have not been that good. Once they said that shit was Blitzwing, I should have heard like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
But, yeah.
You know what disappoints me about the SDCC thing?
What's that?
Everything.
This image they show this retro Pop Highway Volume 2, which
number?
I guess it is. I'm trying to see which one's the best picture to look at.
Oh, the gold one.
Yeah, let's see. 9349. So it's gold. It's the golden Bumblebee, and it comes with Dial and Zower again, right? But this time they're not clear. I'm like, I would rather have that, and I've already gone ahead and secured the clear ones. Right.
Well, I've noticed like more and more, like when I got back into this shit, like the exclusives were exclusive, and that was it. But like more and more, we're starting to see exclusives pop up in regular retail, like what they do with Marvel Legends and Black Series. Like it'll be like a minor change. Like that Solo is getting released regular retail. It just doesn't have the Minoc, and Thrawn got released regular retail. It just didn't have the trophy shit. And Jabba got released regular retail. It didn't have Salacious Crumb and stuff like that.
Yeah, that type of stuff to me it kind of drives me crazy because like there is no true exclusive anymore. Yeah. So, yeah. But I mean, I guess it's cool that I'll still get the Dial and Zower mold, but I kind of would have preferred them in these like real G1 tape type colors versus the clear, but whatever, who cares?
Right.
I'll just be pissed off forever.
Just like it's like on your tombstone.
Fuck you, Hasbro.
I really wish they just reboot this. Just get it over with. Everybody, I mean, you could reboot it, and the people, the fans would like that if they reboot it and did it a different way. And plus, the common people that, the popcorn goers that don't know anything about Transformers wouldn't even know that it's a reboot, probably. So, I mean, it would make everybody happy, I think. They still would go see it because it has Transformers, the name brand. And that's why a lot of people go see it, because just the name.
I agree. I think, well, I mean, to be honest, man, I think that a lot of people do go see those movies because of shit that we don't give a fuck about also, though. Like, I think a lot of people's, explosions, Megan Fox, Mark Wahlberg, I think a lot of people see those movies for those reasons as well.
That's true. I mean, and I've said that before. I mean, you really can't make. A lot of people want a G1 movie, but you just can't make a G1 movie. I guess you could, but to make everybody happy, I don't think it would do that well as without explosions and titties everywhere and Ironhide jumping over humans and shit. I just don't think it would do that well.
Yeah, but you can still have those things and just. It just doesn't have to. Those things don't have to all be turned up to 11. True.
His was 13. Constant, but explosions, whatever.
Mark Wahlberg just bought a car dealership here in town. So
that's awesome, man.
I should go and ask him where everything went wrong.
Yeah. Was he at the opening? Or did he cut the ribbon?
He bought one. They didn't open.
Oh, it was already there. Oh, okay. I thought it was built. Like he was there to cut the ribbon.
Ah, selling cars now.
Where? How?
He's trying to open businesses everywhere or take over businesses. He's got some partner.
Well, he had a show with his brothers, like a burger joint. Didn't they own like a franchise of burgers or something? The Wahlburgers. Something like that.
I think that is actually correct. I think that is correct.
I hope so. I'll be super disappointed now if they didn't.
Yeah, let me go with the Wahlburgers. But I think that they had a show. I know they had a show. I watched it a couple times, and they had like a franchise or some kind of restaurant franchise or something. So I don't know. Anyway.
What's up with this fucking Bumblebee?
Hey,
the one is a kid's toy?
Which one?
The first one. No, not the Studio Series. I don't think. The one to the left of the Studio Series. The Studio Series one is on the box, right? Turns into Camaro. Don't tell me that's the Studio Series. Don't tell me that.
What picture are you looking at?
334.
I'm looking at the wrong one. Which one are we looking at? Shit.
It's like one of the first ones, I think. It's like the Bumblebee bug, and he's standing next to it. That's not the Studio Series.
No, that's the exclusive.
That's the exclusive?
I think so. Wait, hold on, I'm trying to get back to it. 331.
330.
Is it next to the Soundwave?
No, that's a Studio Series.
Yep, Studio Series Deluxe Bumblebee, then and now 2-pack.
Yeah, they have a 2-pack for the new one, and then the Camaro from AOE, I think it was.
I thought this was going to be a 2-step changer or something.
Probably is. I don't know. They got, like I said, they have like 5 Bumblebees in the new Studio Series.
Sweet.
Well, if you like this, you're gonna like something that's coming up later.
Wait till you get a load of this.
Is it money saved or no?
It's those big old fucking quote unquote Titan class shampoo bottle figures transformed now.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
So before we move on, can we go to 419?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, Matt inside the Detox. He's got his Bumblebee jacket with his Bumblebee pop socket, or his Transformers pop socket. It's good times. You getting that jacket,
yeah. Matt? Inside the Detox with a razor. But you get a razor and put it in your Detox, Matt.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me go get pictures.
All right.
I'm gonna be a Detox for Halloween. It's only gonna be just a Detox.
Let's see. What's the next SDCC news? So, next link is Studio Series toy images. So we speak of the Pringle, or the Dorito himself. I'm sorry, Pringle's completely the wrong shape. There's Starscream.
Yeah, if you're gonna make fun of it, get the right chip.
Okay.
I'm getting that. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Whatever. Starscream.
Oh god.
So the question is the Studio Series Ironhide a better toy than the Masterpiece Ironhide?
Mm.
I don't know.
It almost looks like it.
The Leader Class one was a good one of him. That was a good transform. Good shout out to Toy Arc.
Dude, Toy Arc is on it.
Mm-hmm.
So what else we got on here, Matt? What do you want to talk about? This is your part of the show.
You got the Orange Lockdown.
What is up with his face? Does he have like a hologram for a face?
I mean, it was, from that one part when he did the gun face. It's the Sun-Kissed.
Sun-Kissed.
Yeah, Sun-Kissed Lockdown. Looks pretty good. It's KSI something. I think this is like one of the background characters. And they're doing a blue Stinger.
Oh, right. That character that's very iconic. What was his or her name from last episode?
So they're doing a KSI blue one also. And it looks alright. I like it. I don't like the toy itself, but it looks alright.
Hey, Bobby.
Now, is this one of the new characters?
No, it was a background character.
Bobby.
Yes.
I cannot wait till they make Masterpiece blue one.
No, it's when when Truck Galvatron in the Age of Extinction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, where they're attacking.
Yeah, when he had all those drones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
to represent the drones. So you can buy like 10 of them.
You can troop
each color, and then be sad for the rest of your life.
And then be sad, dude. This fucking neon green Ratchet is making me sad.
Dark of the Moon. It looks good. It's great.
Does it?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Go to 383 and tell me that looks good.
I love it. Give me some more. I'm getting that one.
I remember when he looked anemically sick.
Wow. It looks like the face on his chest is like
chomp, 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 chomp. It's a hungry hippo, man.
Kill me.
No, you know what he's saying? Hey guys, thank you for having me on the show.
It's actually funny. The face on his chest looks more like the face that's supposed to be on his head. Jesus fucking Christ! What is up with that head?
I'm bringing this one to Skullfest next year.
Please do.
We're gonna have a floor time.
This is ugly as fuck.
First floor time burning.
Yeah.
That's not nice, Justin.
God damn, what the fuck is wrong with this? It reminds me of something. I can't place it.
And Now and Later.
I love Now and Later. I used to love those as a kid.
Oh, I remember.
All right, Studio Series. Good job. I'm getting some of these. So that's me.
Oh, I'm glad they have toys that are out at retail on display.
Yeah.
What's this, TFCon?
Alrighty. Well, let's see. What's the next link?
Oh, I remember what it is. I know what it is. I just thought of it. Did you guys ever see that Double Dragon movie?
I think I actually did, sadly enough.
And they mutated Homeboy Adobo or Abobo or whatever. Hold on, let me pull up a picture. I'll put it in the chat.
While he's doing that, let's move on to the Generations toys. Start off with Blast Off.
Let's wait with bated breath.
Blast Off is out, right? So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's shipping. He's Amazon. I think some people have already got him, but yeah, he's shipping out.
Dude, Repugnus has been hitting the fucking bench press, Mac.
I got Repugnus and Punch pre-ordered.
Nice.
So.
I love how on 9356 TFW went ahead and kept the Toy Arc picture that's blurry. Like, you know what? Just keep it 100.
But the next one's clear.
All right, I'm looking now. No, I don't remember this shit at all.
That's what that head sculpt on Ratchet reminds me of.
Jeebus.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Matt.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then we have Punch Counter Punch. We've seen that before. And then what's this? More Bumblebee stuff. Dude, Bumblebee is gonna be here everywhere soon. And then this was the
here?
yes. And then this was the exclusive, right? This Primal.
Yeah, I have that one coming.
Did you get it through my hookup?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Sweet.
He's a sweet guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. Dude's been going to fucking Comic-Con for like since 92. It's hardcore, man.
And then we got these things. Firestar, I guess that's his. And
which
whatever. Is it Firestar, Firestorm, or 9396?
Firestorm. Or Firestar.
Yeah.
Firestar, yeah. That's a redo of the blue.
She got some shin splints.
She does. Those things hurt, man. Have you ever
Oh yeah.
Man. This all stuff is mostly out. Predaking's out.
Predaking's out.
Abominus. Yeah, all that shit's out. We already seen all that stuff.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't realize Bot looks like a pug.
All right, and then we can move on to the Walmart G1 reissue. We've seen this, right?
I'm back.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm excited for this shit, man.
We've seen this though, right? This is not.
Yeah, we have. Yeah,
okay, all right.
Wait, hold on, what?
Are people already getting these in hand?
That I don't know.
Yeah, Canada, they got the mini bots that are out, I think, in Canada, and people have been getting those. I don't think any of the other ones are out. I think they're on Walmart.com. I think Debbie is $75 on Walmart.com.
And the goddamn Starscream's like $40.
Yeah, he's 37. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, look how he's made though. Like, plastic's a lot thicker than current stuff, and you know, it's kind of, I feel like
that box, man?
There's a reason for it, given how the price of a toy now and comparatively how much plastic it uses. So
I can't wait to walk down the aisle and just scream like a little girl and see that stuff on the. I mean, that's gonna be awesome, and it's great for other, for you. If you have kids, you can show, hey, this is what I used to collect and everything. I think it's a great idea, especially the mini bots. I love how they're in their little. I thought they were gonna do like a little box set, but they're doing it individually, and that's really cool. So I'm excited.
But Bumblebee didn't come on the card like that, did he?
I think he did.
Yeah, they all came like that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought they came in the card.
Now he's got different. Now he's retooled. I mean, he's got a different face and stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's how they came.
I might pick up that Devastator just to have it in a box.
I was kind of thinking that, like, I have a knockoff G1 Devastator, like that came with the whole box and stuff, but like I've always kind of wanted like a real one in good condition, so might have to spring for this.
Oh,
I already have one. I already have one, so I'll probably pass on the Debbie. But
really, because you're like, I already have one of everything. Oh.
Yeah, I'll have the Takara one. No, there's not a reason to have this one.
I'm online.
Justin.
If any. Oh, sorry, that was me. I thought that Robert posted that for a second. I got worried that he was coming on. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. Cyberverse, San Diego Comic-Con Cyberverse. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cyberverse toys. So what do we got here?
These are terrible.
Oh, look at that. They look awesome in like a not Detox.
Yeah, these are...
So starting at the top, we got what looked like Blur, yet another Bumblebee, and Optimus Prime. Then we move down, we got Shockwave, more Bumblebee, another Bumblebee. I don't know, a Purple Seeker, I'm guessing it's Slipstream. Megatron and Grimlock.
Yeah, Slipstream. They did an Acid Storm too, also. And...
What is going on with this Optimus? That like why do they have that? Like, I guess the Optimus on the next row's chest opens to expose the Matrix, but like
the blue blob.
They have it in truck mode with the front of the truck open. This is confusing.
Which picture?
This is
9427.
Yeah.
Oh, somehow I got way ahead.
I think this is kind of like stuff for like stuff on the bottom. What's that shit? What's that stuff called for the kids?
Garbage?
Drugs.
Child abuse?
Could be child abuse, yes. No, what's that line, Justin? You did reviews on them.
Oh,
the
Rescue Bots.
Rescue Bots.
I kind of, this is like maybe not an upgrade, but a same level kind of thing going on with this stuff, because it's a bunch of one step and just gimmick stuff.
Yeah, these motherfuckers look like bot shots.
Could be bot shots, yeah.
The bottom ones I've seen, they are already out in retail. They're they basically are kind of like those bot shots. They're kind of a combination of the bot shot and those gravity bots they had where you like flipped them up and they transformed and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they just have like very minor transformation details.
Oh, I like the racetrack. Look, you let the car go, it goes around the racetrack and right into a garbage can.
It's pretty funny.
I wonder if that works on the deluxes too.
Good times.
You have to use a table to be a racetrack, but you can get the same principle.
It's hard being a Hasbro fan.
It is.
I bet. Well, hey, I'm a Hasbro fan.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck Star Wars.
What about Marvel Legends?
Fuck Marvel Legends.
Fuck
Man,
them too,
I do miss them too. I miss them too.
Yeah, you should have never sold that collection. You should have sold the other shit.
I should have sold you. $5.99.
Matt's talking about human trafficking, Bobby.
Mm-hmm. I can sell him. He's looking all sexy now, looking all skinny, you little skinny fucker.
These Cyberverse things, like the ones that are like deluxe size, are they the ones that end up showing up at
Big
like Walgreens and whatever?
Walgreens.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Walgreens is getting more exclusives. I think that their Wreck-Gar is coming out soon. I think it's over overseas right now. If anybody wants that. Anyways. What we got next?
Well, what do we got next?
More Studio Series.
Collector preview breakfast, so you can check the breakfast out.
Or you can throw up your breakfast.
Man, Hasbro got these pancakes coming out. Look fucking good.
I bet they got waffle in them.
How did I miss that joke? God damn it.
Is that the Ironhide back there that you're excited for, Matt? Picture 389.
Let me see.
Yes.
389. At the studio? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. The red one? Yeah. What was that?
Well, that's something.
I don't like your judgment.
It doesn't, like, a lot of these don't look terrible to me.
I don't think any of them look terrible. I think they look really good. I'm excited, especially for the weather, the worn down cigarette.
Yeah, I also like a lot of Dio stuff getting done for these displays these days.
Yeah, I mentioned that too. I was like, God damn, where can I buy that shit?
Like Hasbro did it for Black Series. They didn't do it for Legends. Mattel did it for was it DC Collectibles or Mattel did it for the Aquaman one? That fucking looked badass. Where it was like underwater.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
that fucking looked good. There's a lot of little Dio stuff. Look fucking cool. Storm Collectibles did one of the pit for Mortal Kombat, but that shit looked like trash.
I will say I'm sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
I was gonna say I kind of like the. I can't remember what they're called. They're under the Black Series banner. They're like displays. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. There's like it's like one little display piece with like a statue that comes with it.
Yeah, but did you see that exclusive one for Comic-Con?
For Kylo and Rey?
In the snow with the lights, and there was like a little fog machine or something?
And like a little like faux woods in the background.
Yeah, and there was like a shadow box or something. That thing was cool. I kind of wanted that, but I'm not going to pay.
Right, yeah.
If I can get it on Hasbro Toy Shop, I'll grab it, but I'm not going to pay anything more than like $30, $40 for it, whatever it costs.
Bobby, can you make a deal like this?
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you, Matt, because you're probably following this more than me. Do you know the details of the MicroMasters? Like, do you have to buy a deluxe to get a MicroMaster? Are they going to be like your own little set, or?
They are. They're sold in. They're sold as 2-packs.
Nice.
And not 2-pack, but 2-packs. And because he gets around. But yeah, they're sold. I think they're $6. They're selling the Target Masters separate also for like $6. So if you want to arm up some other, deluxes or Voyagers that didn't get weapons, and you can do that. That's cool. I think that's a neat idea. You can, troop build those things. But yeah, the Micro Masters, they come in a 2-pack, just like the old Minicons.
But the catch is they cut up the teams in half, so instead of 4 members, it's 2 each.
Right.
Yeah.
I definitely think I want the police guy and the fire truck.
Oh, the fire truck.
I definitely remember having that set as a kid. So like, I wouldn't mind having a little modern representation of that.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg, that picture of 441, is that what you're talking about? Like the paint job where the yellow is all fucking slopped on?
I'm trying to get there. I'm having.
Yeah, that looks bad.
Yeah.
Trying to find.
I'm sure it won't. I'm sure it won't be like that.
Oh, here we go. Collector breakfast. Which picture?
441.
Oh,
Just
let me get there. I've already
yellow.
seen these.
It's the yellow on the crotch of Prime. It just looks like it was like done by Daredevil.
Funny.
Nice.
Just all of these.
Oh, go ahead, Greg.
Oh yeah, well, that's hand painted or whatever. So
Right.
I get it. Like these are, but like I'm talking about like the silver, like the weathering on most of these. Like it looks like fucking like the very first time I ever tried dry brushing.
Yeah. That doesn't.
Heavy-handed.
I agree, but that doesn't bother me as much as that yellow because like they're hand painted, but like, come on, like they're hand done in crayon.
Mm-hmm.
Crayon.
I was gonna say I almost
What's a
wondered if
crayon?
that yellow is paint and it's not plastic, and then there's silver over it, but it's too close to the color of the crutch.
Yeah, it's.
The Ultra Magnus is interesting to me. Do you find that interesting, Matt? Like, the robot mode is dead on G1 Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, and then they went RID for the
and then
truck
they have
mode.
RID Ultra Magnus as the truck. Like, that's very strange to me. I mean, it's fine, but it's just strange, you know?
I guarantee you we're gonna get a Thunderclash out of this in some way.
Yeah, that's a definite. Yeah, looks like a definitely Thunderclash repaint going on.
And this is a white Prime in armor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that's which
pretty
I think
cool.
that's pretty. Yeah. I don't get.
$74.99.
I love that fucking hound. I love the fuck. I know it's not straight G1, but it looks like. I mean, it looks like hound, and that looks good.
Is there a picture of Hound's alt mode anywhere?
461 and 462.
461. Let's see.
It's like they weathered the shit out of that one.
Yeah.
They threw it up against the wall a couple times. All right, put it on display. And
Yeah,
then
I think we're getting shooting missiles again, but I might be wrong.
That's
oh,
cool.
Really?
It's
No,
interesting.
that goes over the tip of the.
Yeah, it looks like a plug-in piece. Yeah,
But
that's
it's
still
interesting that they're
interesting.
giving those effects, you know?
Yeah.
They got the switch effect. They got a little wolf or whatever. I think it might come with Prime, but I'm not for sure. And he's got like a little whoosh thing, so you can put it also behind the little cars, and it looks like they're speeding off, which is like an 460. Looks pretty cool.
Anybody tell the guy who painted this that if you damage a spare tire, there's not metal underneath? I mean, there's not like solid silver. Like you don't need to put damage effects and metallic silver on there, unless you're gonna mold some fucking.
No, Greg, it drove over some silver paint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then you got Cog, which he's the last
day I
class,
had.
and he can weapon up. You can separate his stuff and weaponize people. Like Ironhide's got some of his stuff and everything. So I mean,
I'll tell you
I think
what.
it's a step in the right direction.
I agree.
Damn, Sideswipe's wearing that motherfucker as a shield.
Yeah,
He's like, come here.
I'll tell you what. If like, I'm not really necessarily interested in any of these G1 reissues. Like, just because like I went and bought some G1 stuff off eBay a couple years ago and just realized it just doesn't mean as much to me if it wasn't mine as a kid. But if I stumble across some of this shit on pegs in a store, it's gonna be hard for me to fight the nostalgia and not picking a few up, like just to buy Transformers on card and blister and on box. Like it's gonna be challenging, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it just remembers, when you was back in as a kid, walked into Walmart, Kroger, or Target, or whatever, and saw this stuff. I think it's pretty cool. But we'll see. And I guarantee you, they'll fuck with us and only send it like to half the Walmart, so everybody else will be bitching about everything they're not getting there.
My Walmart hasn't had new Transformers for like a year now.
Damn.
We have like 3 pegs of Transformers, and none of them are of anything of relevance.
Apparently, they addressed distribution issues in the Black Series panel. I don't know if they did in the other panels as well, but it seems to be something that's definitely on their radar these days. For what it's worth.
Is the distribution for Black Series bad?
Yeah. Like I told you, you and Chris used to see all those Ahsokas everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, I've never seen an Ahsoka in the wild. Never once.
Yeah, I feel like for
yeah, Greg, I got 2.
I feel like for my area, there's been virtually zero Hasbro stuff. Like even the Black Series is just limited in my area. Everything Hasbro related is limited.
The only thing I see is the stuff that's like double or triple packed.
Mm-hmm.
they're reissuing that last wave of the Power of the Prime stuff that people were complaining about, like with
all the Dinobots and
they're doing another release of those in the next couple of months, just because they know the distribution got all fucked up.
Well, yeah, I mean, because people are bitching because you have to have the last two to finish, Velociraptor, and I saw them one time when they released the first time. I saw them one time in that wave, and luckily I got them. But after that, I never saw them again. And I want to do like toy hunts and stuff, but it's so sad around my area. I just it would be worthless just to even film it. So I'm just like,
calm down, Baltimore's Prime.
Oh,
just do like toy disappointment or whatever.
Just walk in like, oh,
yeah.
I bet you I could find more new Transformers at Toys R Us than I can at my Walmart.
Yeah.
Do you still buy NECA stuff, Bobby? Like outside of like those turtle pieces and whatnot? Like, do you ever just buy like a NECA figure?
Just randomly at a store?
Yeah, like if you see one you like.
No, I rarely because I don't think very highly of NECA.
Yeah.
So like I have a lot. I mean, I have like I had the quarter scale turtles, all four, and I had the quarter scale Selena Kyle from Batman Returns and the quarter scale Harley Quinn from Arkham City. I had the quarter scale Batman and Robin because Robert is a dickhead. And I mean a lovable dickhead, of course. And then I have like the turtle set they did, the comic book turtle set they did, which is probably still my favorite, And then I have the game set. But and I don't want to derail again, like when they do those B-list, C-list, D-list turtle characters in cartoon paint, I will be getting every single one. Like Slash and Leatherhead and all that shit, 100%.
Yeah. Well, the only reason I ask is I was just going to ask you this. Did you see that Target's going to be getting?
Also, I was going to ask, Greg. Is NECA the one they're going to be supplying?
Yeah, Target's getting the Toys R Us deal. Like how they had like all that shit, and like you might see like one or two here or there at another store. Like I want to say Halo was at Walmart, but they're going to be getting like they're going to have a section like Toys R Us did.
Huh.
So now you got to go to Target.
That's fine. Kit loves Target, and it's right next to the pet store. So
do y'all have a Target?
I like looking at the kittens. Huh?
Yeah,
I know you do.
Yeah. That's like that's where you go, so you don't have to go to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That is.
I wish there was a Target in my town, but oh well, there isn't.
Does Delaware have anything?
Yeah, we do. I mean, there's a Target that's not that far away. Just wish there was one in my town. That's all.
Huh, that's weird. I've always known a Target always in somebody's town, but not in Delaware.
Yeah.
It's got that. It's got that line in Wayne's World.
Mm-hmm. We don't got taxes, so I'm glad we can't find those here too. So
yeah, that's true. You in Florida?
I've been through Delaware.
Delaware.
I made the Delaware run in 1 parsec. Yeah, it's probably like 3/4 of a parsec actually. Like I got through Delaware quicker than I got through Chicago in car.
Nice.
I was driving up to New Jersey one time, and we were driving through some town in Delaware, and I think I was with Dante, and Dante was like, I used to date a girl that lived in this town. I was like, that's weird. Like, that we just happened to be driving through this town, and you happen to be driving, like, that's just coincidental. And he was like, well, not really. There's probably only like 3 towns in this state. And I was like, good for you.
It's like, oh, by the way, I need to make a pit stop. You need to go down this residential street real quick.
So I'll probably get the Starscream. May pick up the hot rod. I'm definitely picking up the mini bots for the G1 stuff. I don't know. Is that it? Are we done with the?
I think we're done with this slide.
All right. Let's see what's next. This is all one chapter, by the way, because I'm editing.
Studio Series.
Hasbro display extra images of Studio Series Deluxe Dropkick and Titan Changers Bumblebee and Shatter.
Yeah, this is where the money's at right here.
Yeah. So like the money shot.
Is
like
money shot? Is Dropkick that triple changer thing?
Mm-hmm. In the movie, yeah.
Okay, so it turns into like a Apache helicopter. believe that's an Apache.
Yeah.
And what else does it turn into?
Muscle car. Nothing. No, this is just this is not a triple changer. That's just
so by Studio Series, we mean we'll cheap it out and it'll only do one of the things that it does on the Studio. I got you.
Well, they'll do this and they'll do the car one and then they'll do a triple changer too. I mean, they'll make enough.
They won't. They didn't do a triple changer drift. What makes you think they're going to do a triple changer drop?
Because they've gotten more money. They will. I believe in them.
That's a fair point.
Oh, Bobby. Or Matt.
Hey, I'm in contact with some Hasbro reps, and I've been talking.
I've been talking.
So what is this red thing? Because it's not a Transformer.
That's cousin of Starscream.
Oh, no, it is. That's why I said the shampoo bottle Titan figures transform now.
Oh, I see
This
that.
is supposed to be the other one. With what is... They pull off better in the box art, but that's supposed to be a fake car hood to make it look like.
I can hear the disappointment in Justin's. Oh.
God, terrible looking. These are like those Chinese robots at Big Lots that are $7.99. They're like 1.5 feet tall, made out of like literal shampoo bottles. Like they still have like some of the label on them from where they just cut them up and glued them together.
Yeah, this Yikers Island.
Oh, I thought you would like these. These are the ones I was excited for you to see.
I thought Bob was going to be.
It's not even the right color on the.
Excited for
look
all
at the
this.
box. The picture is purple and black, and the fucking toy's silver and red.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It could be purple later on. It's just a test shot. God dang.
No, it's not.
It's all right. You ain't gotta buy it.
Not gonna be purple.
Calm down.
Look at that fucking thing.
I know it's turbo.
I'm not gonna calm down, man. Are you buying these?
Call the general. He'll help you. He'll hook you up with some insurance.
Well, that helicopter's got a sweet pirate flag on it. That's pretty badass.
I love pirate flags. It's so fun talking to Hasbro with y'all. It's so fun.
Man,
all right.
This looks like garbage.
No, it does. Yeah, I'm not getting that. Come on now. I mean, it looks trash, but
trash.
Yeah, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. But are kids really buying it? That's what I'm waiting for Bobby to say that.
No, I'm just gonna. I've said it too many times. I'm fucking bang my head against the wall. I'm gonna do it back cube.
Against your table.
Yeah. All right, that's enough of this.
Alrighty, I think that completes SDCC. So we're going to move on to the Bait X Wu-Tang vinyl figures, which are just black Transformers with Wu-Tang clan symbols on it.
Yeah, we talked about it briefly last week, but
did we? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. Greg, you said you are going to get these, or you're still thinking about it?
Well, I don't know, because they were...
Did they sell
They
it?
were at SDCC. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the set's $100. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I need to buy it to encourage more of this behavior.
Right.
Like, maybe Word will get to figure art.
Yeah, dude, I'm so in on that set.
I would buy the main ones, and I would buy all the fucking secondary characters. I'd buy
like the Killer Army box set.
I would buy the.
Would you buy the Ghetto Boy set?
Comeback era figures. I'd buy the ODB Sun figure.
How about the ODB buying food stamps figure?
Dude, that was classic.
I know.
That was classic.
Shit. I think it went platinum or like double platinum.
Yeah.
Getting fucking food stamps.
Yeah, because he was broke.
He didn't give a fuck either. He's like, get yours.
They weren't getting paid yet. Like that's what I remember having that conversation back then. Like people were like, "How the hell is he broke?" And I'm like, "You're talking about 1 million records sold through RCA." And split up between 9 people, like you know. What I mean? Like,
well, look what happened to TLC. Their shit. They were fucking. They went 9, 10 times.
Yeah,
platinum.
that was much heavy fuckery.
And
like,
they
heavier fuckery.
Shit, they got fucked royally.
Yeah, that one album they had, a fan mail album, or whatever the one with Scrubs on it. Like that shit sold like hotcakes, and they didn't make it fucking enough off that.
Yeah, Waterfalls, man.
That wasn't on Scrubs. That was on Crazy. That was on Crazy Sexy Cool, maybe? Whatever, the one, the red one.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll never forget that song. Just because, I'll never forget that song because that song. But I never it never failed when that album came out. Like there was this pizza place that we used to go to every Tuesday night because they had a fucking kick-ass salad bar, and it was like all you can eat spaghetti for like $5.
Right.
And it was really cool. It was a really cool. It was an old building with a bunch of like historic like promotional materials, and like they had an elevator that was like it was an old school elevator that was a suspended dining like table. Like it was just really cool. And they had a jukebox, and it never failed. That song would get played at least 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Every time we were there.
I still rock that shit. Man, that shit comes on the radio.
November Rain.
I'll fucking turn that shit up and start singing. I'll rap fucking Left Eye.
They had a cigarette machine by the bathroom, conveniently hidden from all the adults, to where if you were a kid and you had $4 or $3 in quarters, you could get you a pack of cigarettes, pull the knob, and they drop down. It was where all the kids wanted to get their cigarettes.
I remember that.
I had dreams about fucking TLC.
So, moving on to these flame toys, just real quick, I do have some questions, and I'm hoping that some of you guys can shed some light on for me. So, are there 3 Optimuses coming from Flame Toys? Is that what's happening? There's 2 model kits and 1 figure?
Yeah, so I guess the black one, you're talking about the Nemesis Prime and the red one as 2 of them?
No.
Okay.
I think that's 1, right? It's just a repaint of the other.
Oh, okay. I didn't see these super deformed things. So.
No, not even the super deformed one. No? So there's the red and black one, and they are attack mode, whatever that means. And they don't look like anything that I know. I guess it's just their rendition of them.
You got one next to it, to the left.
Yes, that's the IDW one.
Uh-huh.
And what's Starscream doing taking a nap, Matt?
I know, man. Dude, he's like fucking
sleeping on the job. No wonder he never got promoted. And that's
too.
And they're both model kits. But then when you get to slide, what is it?
1359.
1366. 1366. That's a figure, no? And
yeah, that's a. Oh no. Yeah. Oh.
And that's neither one of the other 2. And that's not really IDW.
But is that the size of Tarn?
I'm guessing this is part of that Tarn line, but it's weird that they wouldn't go IDW with this. Like it's weird that the model kit is not this and this is not that. If that makes sense.
What is this?
What is the one in 1352 then?
1352
is the. I think that's another model kit. The same with the other like Nemesis and the other Prime.
I couldn't read the sign.
Yeah, that's a model kit.
That's those lines.
And now the model kits are supposed to be 6 or 7 inches, so they're on the smaller
like $40.
side.
They were looking like only like $40 too, I think. And then you got the little smaller ones like the mini bots, like Prime, Bumblebee, and
the Bumblebee looks fucking stupid.
Down. Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't know. I don't think I'm in on those unless I do a Starscream.
Well, I'm guessing the Starscream is the model kit, right? Yes, the Starscream is
that. He's with the Prime, those 2 Primes, and that other Prime next to it.
Attack mode.
Yeah, but he's laying down.
Oh, there's a picture of all the model kits in 2078.
And then that new Prime. Okay, that new Prime you said. I think he's the size of Tarn there on that line. And then you got, I think, what's that, Starsaber?
Wait. Which one is the size of Tarn?
That Prime that you were talking about, the 1366.
Okay, yes, I agree. And the Starsaber is as well, correct? Because the Starsaber is not a model kit.
Correct.
Okay.
So, what is that Prime from?
I don't know. It seems very strange because Starsaber is IDW inspired. The Tarn is IDW inspired. The Drift is IDW inspired, but the Prime is just something else.
It reminds me of that Beast Hunters Prime that had the wing pack.
Those smokestacks are weird looking.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Vaguely.
I don't know if
it was the Beast Hunters Prime. He had the double wing pack, and he came with the big green sword. And then they made that huge version of it that had that weird spinning ring on the back.
Yeah. I mean, this Prime looks cool. I wonder if Brink is getting this Prime. He probably said it on one of the shows, and I just missed it. But I wonder if Brink is getting this Prime. It's a big price to pay. This fucking Starsaber is gonna look beautiful.
Yeah, that Tarn looks beautiful.
That Starscream, I'll be anxious to see your thoughts on that Starscream, Matt. I got a feeling that Starscream is gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think they should be hitting soon too. Those little model kits, him and Prime.
Yeah,
this is weird.
I'm sorry, Matt.
No, go on.
I was just thinking out loud. Well, no, I was just gonna say, did the drift style figures have swap out hands?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They got swap,
cool. Okay, I wasn't sure because I was like, how does he have 2 swords on his back and no holes in his fist?
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if you could pop them off or not.
They come with He came with like 4 or 5 set of hands. Can't remember. I had to go back and look. I had to go look at mine. And you got this Bumblebee, which is that looks weird with the helicopter shit. It looks. I don't know.
That 2097 Starsaber looks fucking amazing.
Which one?
2097.
Yeah. It looks good.
Holy moly, mother of pearl.
$300 right there.
Easy.
Yeah, that Prime is weird. I don't know if I like the smokestacks. I don't like his legs. I don't know. They seem kind of thick outwards. Oh, weird. Weird choice.
Yeah.
But
pretty crazy.
I bet when it gets, the color on it and stuff and paint, I bet it's going to look beautiful too, probably. So
crazy, wacky stuff.
Flames toy. Where the fuck y'all come from, man?
Flames toys.
Flames toys.
They certainly look good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that Tarn's going to be fucking money. Oh well. What else we got? Bobby, are you gonna get any of these? I never thought. I know you reviewed Drift, but are you gonna get any of these at all?
I'm getting Tarn. I'll tell the story about how I'm getting Tarn when I get him, but okay. I'm getting Tarn.
Okay.
I think I'm good with that. Like, I don't think I need to do the whole line or anything like that. Like, I'm good with just having that character. Like, I like that character a lot, and I'm good with that.
Well, if they do the whole DJZ line,
I might be in for those. Like that's the thing. It'll be like a very like pick and choose thing. Like if they did the whole DJD, if they did the Stunticons, like which they won't. Oof. But like that would be something I'd be in on. But
that'd be a great display piece.
Can I ask you a personal question, Bobby, in a safe judgment-free zone?
Sure.
Does the way you're getting Tarn have anything to do with your favorite at work browsing website, gloryholeswallows.com?
No, it has nothing. Nothing to do with that.
Just because you get a paycheck for it doesn't make you gay. Just saying, it's okay.
That's true.
Hey, there's no shame in my game, man.
If you don't look them in the eye, it's not.
Drastic times call for drastic measures, but I didn't have to resort to any drastic measures for Tarn.
Overtime.
But yeah, that's good. We good with move? Justin, you want to move on? Or?
I think we're good, so let's move on to the next. What do we got? Last thing is Prime One has a Bumblebee statue, and if you like movie Bumblebee, it's probably the best representation of movie Bumblebee you can get.
Yeah, I was taken. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit last week because I was taken back by that fucking Space Marine standing behind Bumblebee. Like that's what I was more interested in.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
He's got a fucking chainsaw. Yeah, fucking chainsaws are badass. But like that fucking. I still got to show Adam that shit. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, that beat looks good.
But we didn't talk about the Soundwave though, did we? Which is the next one.
We did not.
Is it Soundwave? Where?
I just added the
Soundwave. Oh yeah, they just added it.
Oh, so hold on.
I can't remember if we talked about the Bumblebee because when I opened the docs, like I was literally confused.
Yeah, I think we just flew through some of the statue stuff and yeah.
So this is Moss? Or what is this?
Okay, so Greg just added on the fly a Moss Mega Action Series Soundwave, which is an 18-inch action figure. And all we have is kind of a picture of the box, right? Oh, there's I guess a prototype picture too.
I'm not mad at this.
It's fine.
He's chunky.
Yeah, I might. I'll tell you this. I'm not ruling this out for myself.
Oh, does this go with that big Megatron and Optimus?
I believe so.
Oh, okay, I think it does. So yeah.
And like I said, I like this would be another thing that I picked and choose. Like I like Soundwave a lot, so I could see myself just getting this.
But I've heard positive things especially the Megatron just came out. And I've heard a lot of good things about.
Yeah,
both of them.
I think they're really well done. Right. And you know what else I think they are, Matt?
What's that?
Good Detox material.
Damn right they are, because they would fit at Detox.
Yep.
Bobby, do you have the MMC Laserbeak?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I do not.
Oh, because William Fong posted a picture in one of our chats of he got the Megatron today, and like the Laserbeak's in almost perfect scale.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So 18 inches, is that big? Let's see, how big is Jetfire for Fans Toys? Is he around that?
I don't know offhand.
He's right at the top of the whatever section.
18 inches is almost Toy World Debbie. Like, it's 2 inches shy of Toy World Debbie.
God, then we have to make... Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to put together 3 Detox and put only this Soundwave in there.
I think this would look good. I think this will fit in a Detox. I'd have to double check, but I think that this is something like if they did like a Prime, a Megatron, a Soundwave, and a Starscream, like you could do some shit in a Detox with that.
I think you should carry a Detox on your back everywhere you go.
Shit, I carried a Detox on my back today. Well, Joe helped me, but yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
I
got this. So I have those 2 single standalone Detox that were still on the floor. So my dad and I put together like some custom cabinets for him, like to raise them up off the floor, and I had to paint them and shit, and we put them in service today, so it looks fucking outstanding down there.
I need to see pictures.
Yeah, I need to take some. It's a mess down there at the moment.
Word. All right.
But yeah, I might get this. Just putting that out there. I got to see the paint job and stuff, but this is a possibility for me.
Cool.
All right.
Well, that's good. All right.
Oh, Robert's story.
Robert.
So unfortunately, Robert's not here.
How unfortunate.
Yeah, but I got to tell this story because it's fucking funny. I was at work, and he called me, and all of a sudden, like, he had to go get off the phone. Like, I thought it was an emergency. He was, oh shit, I gotta go. I was like, okay, buddy, okay. Like, and I got off the phone. Then he called me back like 10 minutes later, but I couldn't take the call at that point, so I let it go to voicemail. And he left me this voicemail. Give it a minute.
I'm sorry I got on the phone with you so quickly. I didn't mean to get on the phone with you so quickly. I'm sorry. I didn't think you might call. Sorry. I was important. Sorry. I didn't mean to hang up on you like that. I knew you were an important guy with 15,000 subscribers. I'm so sorry.
So,
was this Saturday by chance?
This was Tuesday.
Oh, okay. I got a call on Saturday.
So I called him back, and he answered the phone like, "Hello, I thought you'd never call me back." Like just fucking Robert shit.
No, he was being over the top. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, that's not Robert Day.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all.
That wasn't one of your best stories.
It was. I'm sorry, Matt.
No, that's cool.
I try. I'm not with this here.
Can we just edit that out of the show? I feel like we've had a decent show so far.
No,
it's tainted with Robert's voice. Sorry, Robert.
I wish he'd call in. Hey, call him. Just call him and say, hey, you're on Shatteredcast. No? All right.
No. Not if he's not.
That's not funny enough for you?
Yeah, not if he's not feeling it tonight, then he's not feeling it.
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. He's running around with his kids. He's fine.
All right, let's move on.
All right. So we're moving on to, I believe we're at questions.
Yeah.
All right, that's where somebody takes over.
Okay. Dear SCU crew, in my opinion, the recent third-party...
No, we already did that one.
Did we?
Did we?
Yeah, he's got the...
I thought we didn't do any questions.
I don't think we did any questions.
Oh, yeah? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we cut it off at...
I'm sorry.
We skipped all the Hasbro news and cut off at statue news, right?
Proceed.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we did do this.
I think we did it. We owe it to him. We did.
Yeah, we did do this. We did
he
this
one.
one.
He sent another one. Yeah.
And then he sent another one. Yep, you're right. You're right, man. I'm sorry. I fucked it up too. I was with Greg. Dear SCU crew, if the wisdom of the internet is to be taken seriously, it's not. It would appear that we have several figures from Fans Toys coming our way. Their take on an MP, Mindwipe, Six Shot, and Cyclonus look like they'll be released within the next month or two, with their take on an MP Hot Rod not far behind. For this week's question, I would be interested to know which of these upcoming figures you are most excited for. As part of the discussion, I'd love to hear if your experiences with Rouge left you any more or less excited for these upcoming releases. I'm excited for all of them. Like, look, my dad used to say, every path has its puddles. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, like just one little hiccup along the way doesn't make me less excited for their releases. I'm less excited for Six Shot than I am for the other two, and I'm less excited for Mindwipe than I am for Cyclonus, just because, the further you go beyond season 3, the kind of less excited I become. But I'm excited enough for all of them, I guess. Anybody else?
Go ahead.
Great.
Okay. Oh well, no. I just said to what Bobby said, but I'll go next. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna get all 3 eventually. Fuck. I guess I'm more excited for Cyclonus just because I already have Galvatron. I'm also excited for Six Shot, but I'm worried he's just not gonna be any fun. Just because it's Fans Toys and there's 6 modes, so like. I don't even like it when they only have 1 mode or 2, or they only have 1 alt mode, 1 alt 5. So it's like, fuck. Yeah. Boy, are my hands tired. I'm excited to get a Mindwipe too, though, because I like Mindwipe. He was my favorite of those 3. So I don't know. If I could only get one, I'd probably pick up Cyclonus, but because I'm with Bobby, the further you get away from American G1. Season 3. Yeah, well, like the movie, like in that season afterwards, like I'm less excited too. And Mindwipe and Six Shot are just gonna make me want to go in on the Japanese stuff again, the Japanese era stuff. So I guess Cyclonus is my favorite of the 3. That's my most anticipated, but I am planning on getting them all. And I'm getting a Hot Rod too. As far as Rouge, fuck, I'm falling into the reverse Star Wars trap. As far as Rouge goes, like, I still haven't transformed the figure, and I'm not really a fan of it. I'm thinking of selling it and actually getting the MMC one. I just haven't made up my mind yet. But, I mean, I've had, if anyone on this show, how do I phrase this? I've probably had more problems with Fans Toys than anyone on the show, and I still buy their show. So, I guess that answers the question. I mean, I've had missing pieces. I've had chrome just like flaking off the box. I've had all sorts of shit. LEDs never work for me, and I still keep buying it. So one little RC figure is not gonna derail that.
Right.
And I'm looking forward to Superion.
Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. What about you, Matt?
I just ordered Mindwipe, so I'm really looking forward to it. I love the Headmasters. I loved the Weird Wolf, and I'm really looking forward to him. Cyclonus, I'm looking forward to. I have the Transbox one, so he will be my Cyclonus, and the next Transbox will be the whatever they call them. What were they? Not the Sweeps, but the Armada. Armada.
Oh.
So he'll be the X-Transbox will be the Armada. And Six Shot, I'll probably pick him up since I don't have the MP scale. I have the MMC one. That's the only one I have, but I think I need this will be a bigger one. So I'm looking forward to least for Six Shot, but I'm really looking forward to Mindwipe and Cyclonus. And I'll probably pick up Hot Rod too. And Rouge, whatever. She's fine. I broke mine, and she's not fun, but she looks fine. I mean, she looks good on there in my little Detox with all the others, and she does what she's supposed to do. So, I'm not downing Fans Toys just because they put out a not a great product. That everybody has a hit and miss one once in a while. So as long as these turn out good, they'll be fine, and I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll be fine.
All right,
Justin.
I mean, so I don't think that Rogue was all that much of a Rouge. God damn it, I'm doing it too.
I think we all did it.
Yeah, I don't think that Rouge is all that much of a miss for Fans Toys personally. Yeah, I mean, I've always looked at her from the aspect of like this is a small character and you are limited with what you can do with them, Mm-hmm. So, like, from that aspect, like, I never felt that there was a miss on their part. Is she more delicate? Like, absolutely. Is she, have some issues? Like, yeah, of course. But, like, she doesn't have the benefit of all the bulk to hide things, if you're going to make her work in both modes. So, I mean... and like,
do you agree that she's one of the weaker
she's definitely she's definitely one of the weaker ones, but, like, when I compare her to... Right. The competition, like the Toy World RC, I'm like, well, that's shit, like that doesn't look good in either mode, stuff like that. So like, it's really hard to knock Fans Toys on that figure, in my opinion. And
but she's my RC. I never want to knock Fans Toys, but yeah, she is my RC. I don't think I'm gonna get the MFC one. I mean, she looks fine.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I mean, and as for like new figures, like I'm all in on Fans Toys still. Like I still have yet to be completely let down by them. So we'll see if they start changing manufacturing and go the Fans Project route. Like it's never too late to change. But for now, I'm still good.
Yeah, I think that even if I were to like, if I got to a point where my collection was pretty much done, like. I can see myself saying like, okay, from now on, just Fans Toys, like, and possibly Takar, like those two, and like, I guess the Pinkerton approach, to be honest, like for swap outs, and that would be it.
You mean the old Pinkerton approach, not the
right, the original,
not G, what are we on, G2,
G3? G2. Cyberverse. What is the worst song you've ever heard? The one that makes you want to throw the radio out of the fucking window like it's covered in AIDS. From Jason Sawyer.
Oh, I got one.
I go ahead then, because I don't have one off the top of my head.
I'm a Barbie girl.
In a Barbie world. Life is plastic.
Yeah, that might be it.
Now ask me which song I hate gets stuck in my head more often than not whenever I accidentally hear it.
Okay, I ask you that now.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Yeah, that one's really bad.
Bobby, let's go party.
I'll tell you, I also hate. I don't think it like it's not to the point where I feel like it gives me AIDS, but I really, really hate it. Is that that the player's gonna play. Mm-hmm. Baker's gonna bake. Shaker's gonna shake.
Oh, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Like, I don't hate her.
I pretty much hate most of her songs.
I don't hate her. I don't hate all of her songs. I'm not necessarily a fan of any of her songs, but I don't hate any of them. They're just like, it's fine music to have on in the background. But I hate that record. I hate it.
I don't hate any music.
No.
All music mostly. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, I'll sit in my car and if I hear it, and I like it, I'll turn it up and I'll start singing. So, what about you, Justin?
I hate that theme song for The Never-Ending Story. You know that movie? It's a terrible movie.
That's an awesome song.
That song is fucking great.
No, the song's fine. Awesome. I don't know. Pretty much any of like the '90s throwaway songs that one-hit wonder groups of the '90s. Like, there's a lot of really bad songs that, like the what the hell's that one? The I Get Knocked Down song. Who sings that one?
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, like I hate that song. Yeah, like the Barbie Girl song's annoying. I don't know. Just like a lot of that age songs suck.
We just jinxed.
Yeah. And then we have a question from Josh said a recent smell that has forcefully taken you back to a fond memory of a place or time or person. This happens from time to time for me, and it can be so strong and sudden it takes me by surprise. Not really a question, just thought it might be an interesting topic, but I've been wrong before. Thanks, guys. Josh. For me, you know, like those like trash ass, like you get like 100 for $1. Like they're like wafers with like vanilla cream layers in it. It's like a Nutty Bar. But it's, yeah. So.
What are those called?
I don't know. But I remember I was in my mom's car and she had a pack of them in the back of the car. And like, it was a good day with my mom. And like, they were open and I kept getting a whiff of them. And now, like, they're far too sweet for me now. Like, it makes me like cringe to have one because I tried one recently. But like whenever I smell it, it makes me feel good. Like it gives me a positive, like it takes me to a place.
They're sugar wafers.
Yeah, sugar wafers. Yep.
And if you buy the Vortman, they're called vanilla wafers.
Okay, I can see.
Like borderline copyright infringement, but okay.
Right. But yeah, anybody else?
I can't think of like a specific thing that triggers it, but like, you know, I mean, who didn't love going to their like grandparents' house who made like really good cooking? So like once in a while, I don't know what it'll be. Probably some, you know, I mean, obviously somebody cooking something, but like you'll pass by something, you'll just be like, oh, that just totally takes me back to being like 6, you know, outside my grandmom's kitchen, you know. So
right.
I can't tell you what specifically would trigger that by no chance, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fish fries. I remember at my grandparents, we go fishing, and then we come back, and my grandpa would, you know, do all the stuff, and then we'd have a little fish fry and all the stuff. So once in a while, if I smell fish, it kind of brings me back to
that. And then a question from him. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Greg.
I didn't answer.
Oh, my bad, dude.
No, it's fine. It's fine, Bubby. Apologetic face.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be ambiguous. I have 2 things, and the reason I have 2 is because there's a smell, and whenever I smell it, I know it's linked to a memory, but I cannot place what the fucking smell is. Like sometimes I'll just randomly catch a whiff of it, and I have no idea what it is, and it triggers a memory that I don't remember. If that makes sense, I have like a phantom memory syndrome. And then the other one is, well, I don't know if I want to. That's not really a good memory, so I guess that's the only one I have, the phantom memory. I guess the smell like Bisquick frying. I don't know if anyone. It's kind of along with Justin's. Like, my family used to always do. Like, they used to always dip shit in Bisquick and fry it, like zucchini and shit. And like, whenever I smell Bisquick, like that smell, I think about eating fried zucchini and okra and shit like that when I was a kid. That heart attack dinner we had every night. But anyway, I'm from the country, so.
No worries. Next question is from Emir. Will Hasbro make a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger and TF line together? My answer is I hope not.
Mighty Morphin and Transformer Rangers.
Yeah, I'm saying I hope not.
Yeah, it's definitely something that doesn't need to happen. But you know, being that it's Hasbro, like I just feel like if you have one thing that transforms and another thing that transforms, like I wouldn't put it past them. But I would hope the owners of, you know, the IP of Power Rangers, not just the toy rights, you know, would be like, no, we don't want that. So.
Well, they are doing a short film I saw on my Facebook feed. It's a Street Fighter Power Rangers crossover. And it's got, like, actors from the show and everything in it. Ryu's going to be the Dragon Ranger? No, it's, I think it's actually called the Ryu Ranger. And he has a headband on his helmet and everything. They have to fight M. Bison because all the other Rangers are taken out.
I saw that.
Yeah, you saw that. Yeah, because it ties in with their mobile game they have. Where
Didn't they say that on Comic-Con? When is any?
It was like Thursday or so when I saw it. It was like one of the early Comic-Con things. Yep, that's pretty fucking stupid.
Anybody else have anything to add for this?
You know, one thing I want to throw out that I don't know if it's true or not. I didn't do much research, but I heard that Hasbro supposedly is moving their factories now. Is that true?
I heard that as well.
Yeah.
To avoid the trade war with China.
All that tariff stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't read the article, but I did see that.
Yeah.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I guess it depends on where they move the factory to.
If they move to America,
we've seen what Vietnam can do.
You know, but like
if they move to America, it'd be great.
Yeah, but like, there's no saying that they wouldn't just go to not China.
Yeah, India. Like I've seen people speculate India, which kind of worries me.
Let me read this. I can pull it up real quick. And I'm not really up on all this shit, so forgive my ignorance. But the CEO of toy maker Hasbro said during a post-earnings conference call Monday that the company will move more production outside of China as a result of potential tariffs. According to the company website, most of its third-party vendors and factories are located in China, but Hasbro said it started expanding production outside of China and will continue to diversify. The fucking pop-ups just started. Let me mute this. Continue to diversify our third-party factory base globally. Washington imposed 25% tariffs on $34 billion worth of Chinese goods in early July, and Beijing retaliated, adding levies on U.S. goods worth $34 billion. Last week, in an interview on CNBC, Trump threatened to impose tariffs on all $500 billion in imports from China. Hasbro top analyst estimates for profit and revenue in the second quarter, the company has started to move past the bankruptcy of toy retailer Toys R Us, noting that it will not recapture all of the lost revenue in 2018, but expects to move beyond it in 2019.
All y'all said it wasn't gonna affect your toys. Now you're gonna get them made in fucking India. They're gonna be hollow plastic. Gonna be shoddy quality. Made in sweatshops.
Yeah, I mean,
huts.
You know, like, I mean, this gets outside the realm of toys, but you know, if there's stuff that encourages people to bring business closer back to the States, then I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's a good thing, but like, I just feel like that's not what's gonna happen. It's just like, okay, we'll find the next shortcut we can take.
They'll go south.
I agree.
If they were gonna bring them back to America, you were still gonna be paying tariff pricing.
Well, I'm okay with paying a higher price for stuff made in America.
I hear you, but I mean, if they have to pay more to have them made here, they're going to cut more corners. So look at what they're already selling for $20. They'd sell it for $35 if it was made in America, and it would be even shoddier.
Right. I hear you. You know, I mean, you know, that's kind of like goes into that if was a spliff sort of realm. But, you know, if they were selling Marvel Legends, let's say, for $32 and they were being made in America and creating American jobs, like, I would spend $32 on Marvel Legend and wouldn't.
America.
Yeah, you know, like just because, you know, like we need to start producing, I think.
Oh, yeah. I think we've definitely gotten way too far from that.
Yeah.
This is turning into a different podcast, but you know.
Yeah. I don't wanna...
I mean, we still have other exports. So, like, I don't know.
We do, but we have a lot of imports. We have
we
a lot of
imports more than we do export.
Oh, I know. I understand that, but I don't know if making action figures is the best American-made good that we can make.
Well, I would imagine that this is a ripple effect, that it's not just Hasbro. You know, like it's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I had something to tie in with India. Yeah, because people are thinking that it's going to cost more, like, to move to another country, but like they made Transformers in Vietnam and Korea forever. In fact, I think they moved all their production out of China for a couple of years back. Probably 7 years ago, when that report came out about the sweatshops.
Yeah.
and everyone was like, let's boycott toys for a week.
Yeah.
And then they went right back to it. And the price did go. The price has actually gone up since then. They moved back to China for some other stuff, but I mean, I just hope they don't move it to like some like shithole like factory.
Me too.
Like, have you ever seen those documentaries like where or like specials where they show like where they're making like Levi's and shit, and like people are stitching them in fucking shacks, like over like outside, like in the trashy part of the area, like while the rich people live in the big city and like condos and shit. Like, I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I don't know, like a lot of those places in the world, man. Like, I don't want to take this podcast too far, but like, you know, whenever anybody says like, "What are you doing with that bottle? You better recycle that," I kind of look at them with like, "Do you know what's going on in India? Like, don't talk to me about my fucking soda can until you fix 70% of the fucking world's pollution."
Well, the funny thing about recycling is half the people that are fucking like, look, I'm doing a good thing. My carbon footprint is getting smaller. I'm recycling. Most of their shit gets thrown in the trash because they don't fucking know how to fucking prepare it properly. They don't wash it. Or they mix shit that can't, like, they mix shit. And they're like, oh, someone's going to sort it. No, they just dump that shit in the fucking trash if it can't just be put in the machine.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they have ways of fucking, but I mean, that's another problem, right? Like, so like all of that stuff, like all your like plastic bottles and stuff, like that stuff all gets like super cleaned, but like the process they use to like clean all that shit, like puts more chemicals into the air. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of data that shows like specifically in the U.S. that like recycling causes more harm to the environment than it actually helps, because of, you know, if everybody was on board, it would be different. But when you have like a couple countries, like a handful of countries in the world that are creating like mass amounts of waste and pollution that's not being sorted to the level that we do it, like you're spinning wheels.
I think Inga has a question.
Yes. My question is, what will you guys do if your wife or husband smashed your guys' collection? This was based off of the news about a Star Wars fan that killed his wife after she smashed his toy collection a while back, and he really likes our show. So thanks, Inca. If it was me, I'm going to apologize, because I must have done something pretty fucked up for her to have done that. My wife isn't a psychopath and wouldn't just smash my collection for no reason. So if I came home and I saw all my shit in pieces, I've really fucked up. I need to figure out what I fucked up, and then I need to make it right. That's my answer.
It's that war machine you got coming.
Yeah, it might be the war machine.
She's like, that's it. Done. I would do the Macho Man get on top rope and drop the elbow on Belisa.
I'd pay to watch that. I'd pay to watch that.
What, just me climbing?
She must not be near the room right now for you to say something like that.
She is not. Shh.
I'm texting her right now.
No, yeah, I mean, if something like that happened, I'd have to find out what I did, you know, and apologize and make up for that. Because hopefully she would not do that. So, thanks. How about you, Justin?
Oh, I'd go and kill people. No, I'm just kidding. I would not do that. No, I would have to figure out the reason it would happen, but I would be reassessing a lot of things, because that's a level of crazy that
that's extreme.
Yeah, you know. And funny story, like, you know, I was coming home from the store the other day, and I was passing a car, or there's a flatbed truck on the side of the road with like a car on it, and like, you know, totally had been vandalized super badly. Like F you bitch and all that shit written all over the side and all this. Right. That is a special kind of crazy when you're willing to go that far, you know? So, I don't know. I could never see doing it, so I don't understand what would go through someone's mind. I'd have to know what I did, right? To figure it out, but I'm not sure where the relationship would go from there if that happened.
Before Greg answers, I'm sorry, let me ask a question. Is it more common for women to destroy guys' stuff or guys to destroy women's stuff? I think it's more women.
Definitely more women.
Okay, because I don't really hear about guys like, I've never wanted to take out their anger or aggression out on property or something, or stuff like that. This is weird. I'm sorry, Greg, you can go on.
Yeah, it goes with like the keying cars and stuff like that. Like I can't fathom doing that. Like no matter how much I dislike you, my thought is never like, well, let me go key your car or smash it with a baseball bat or something, like whatever.
Right.
Go ahead, Greg.
I don't know, man. I'm just picturing Lisa listening to the Carrie Underwood song on repeat. Matt, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know, man.
Like just hitting every single one with a hammer. She's not even doing the whole shelf swipe. She's just going hit, hit.
Yeah.
Can I not answer this question?
Sure.
You don't
For
answer
some
anything.
reasons. Okay.
Hello to the Shattercast crew. This is more of a get-to-know-you question, my favorite kind for the show, mine too. My question concerns the different perception of self-preservation from when we were kids to adults. I use both of the terms loosely. As kids, it seemed like a game to try to impress our friends with our daredevil antics or just pure recklessness for the sake of a thrill. Maybe some triple dog dare yous were thrown out. As adults, we might not be so quick to rush into danger as our bones don't heal as fast these days, or more likely plain old common sense kicks in. As an example, I can remember several times speeding down a very steep road on the handlebars of my friend's bike, which had no brakes in heavy traffic, like it was all just business as usual. If we hit one pothole, it would have been game over. No way I would even think about trying a stunt like that today. Ugh, God, this question right now in my life. Are there any stunts, thrills, games, anything that had a potentially dangerous element that you pulled off as a kid that would make your skin crawl today to even think about it? Love and support, Rogue War. So for me, it's a lot. I, as a kid, when I first started driving, for instance, I pretty much got in the car and put my foot all the way down and got to the destination as quickly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I would wring my neck, the 37-year-old me would wring my 18-year-old neck today for that sort of behavior.
No. Bad, Bobby.
Yeah. So there is, I think that I have I think there is an element to my personality that I would describe as adventurous. And sometimes that comes through in a day-by-day, week-by-week basis. And somebody I know recently lost their life, and it has really made me question some of the risks I take even as an adult. So that question is actually very poignant for me right at this moment. But I might be going through exactly what you're talking about now. I might be going through that with something that I hadn't completely evaluated as seriously as I should have in the past. And and maybe I'll be taking steps in the future to kind of be more cautious. Anybody else?
I'm sure I did a lot of dumb things that I wouldn't necessarily do now. Like, I can't really think of anything specific, but like you said, Bobby, driving as fast as you can. Like, I always felt like I was safe with how I did it, but I definitely am not well, let me pull up at this red light and just take off, and all that stuff. Because, crazy things definitely happen. And it's like, as a kid, I think you're just like, whatever, it's not going to happen to me. But it's like, then, as an adult, you see more and more people who are, oh, crap, look at what happened. Right actually in this area, someone actually was driving, and I don't even understand how this happened, but they were driving their pickup truck southbound on a highway, and this highway here, it doesn't have any, it has a 20-foot patch of grass, but no what's the word I'm looking for? No guardrails or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And this dude, I feel so bad for this family, but he was going southbound and this family was going northbound, and I don't even know if they listed what actually happened, but like he crossed the median, like clipped a car and then slammed into this van, and like is like a family of 5 and only the mother lived or something like that. Like I couldn't even imagine, you know. It's like just like stuff like that. It's like, even though you know, driving a car quick is not really quite the same thing, it's like just crazy like how quick something could happen, you know. So right. And then you start thinking about it, and then it's like, well, it's time to not be an idiot so much. So yeah.
Greg or Matt, go ahead. Either one.
Greg, go.
I probably wouldn't have smoked all that fucking crack.
Probably.
That probably would have been one of the things I wouldn't have done. But yeah. Anyway, that's just me. Matt?
There
was more to the question, but it got deleted before I could read it. So.
Yeah, Bobby's on the.
No. The question's intact.
Okay, cool. Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. All the guys got. When I was a kid, I'll be about 9, 10, 11. We lived across from a cemetery, and me and my brother and a couple of friends, for some reason, we'd have a game where we'd run in front of cars. We'd wait. We'd wait. See, you know, whoever did it, you know, waited the longest would win. And we'd run right in front of them, and for some stupid reason, and we get, you know, yelled at and chased and everything. But the stupid thing is, we'd run into our house, so they knew where we lived. So I don't know. It was, we did it. You know, I did stupid shit when I was a kid. You know, shot BB guns at cars and threw, you know, fruit and shit, and rolled up newspapers and stuff. And I got in trouble one time. We put a swing set in the middle of one of our town's the busiest street, and the cops actually came and knocked on our door, and I actually got in trouble for that. So I've been in trouble. We tipped over a when I got my driver's license, we tipped over a bunch of porta potties and egg cards and stuff, and I got pulled over, and I got in trouble for that. We had to go clean up all the eggs and stuff. I did a lot of stupid shit, man. God.
Damn, Matt, what is wrong with you?
I don't know, man. But, you know, if I'd go back in time, I'd slap myself.
This next fucking question, I'm sorry, Nightwing, and I'm just so fucking tired of talking about this, but we'll do it again for you. Hey, SCU, I was wondering, with the rise in Masterpiece price since the brand unification and Transformers between Takara and Hasbro, if you think that Hasbro is now setting the price for them. I think that this is possible if you look at the fact that the new Beast Wars Megatron can be gotten from Amazon Japan for under $240 and has just been announced for Hasbro for $320 here in the U.S. Well, I've given you my thoughts on this. Now I look forward to hearing yours. I don't think it has anything to do with it. We've gotten Masterpiece once they were released in the U.S. We've got them through Amazon for cheaper prices. Like, I think the reason why Amazon Japan is offering them for a cheaper price because it's Amazon in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Anybody else?
No, I agree with that too.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's always going to be. I mean, you'll get them cheap over there. I mean, that's just how it is.
You know, and once they hit in the U.S., it's possible the price could drop on Amazon in the U.S. Like, it's happened before.
Yeah.
But, hey, SCU. First of all, thanks for the TFCon tips a few episodes back. Good stuff, and totally getting a mug and picture with Bobby mask and all.
Aww.
Might even buy a blanket and see if Deluxe will do some floor time.
Definitely.
Who knows?
Definitely.
Dance card is wide open. Hope to run into you all there. Got a couple topic questions for you. Pick what you like. We'll just run through them. And maybe close up here. Scenario, yeah, because he's got a few. Maybe we'll try to do as much. Oh, this is from Calum. Shout out to Calum. That's
hey, Calum. Is he gonna be a TFCon?
It sounds like it.
All right.
Scenario / question 1. You're scrolling through Facebook or social media of your choice when all of a sudden you start getting 100+ PMs regarding a new release that just dropped. This thing is a work of art. Damn near a grail piece.
Probably gets that.
You've been waiting on, yeah, it's true, on ever since you bought your first Detox. However, it's costly. We're talking Flames toys or higher levels here. You're also short on shelf space and near critical mass with the significant other who's one Toys R Us trip away from taking the kids to her mom's forever. What are you Gamoring and willing to sacrifice in your collection to make space and funds to swap out this new item? Doesn't have to be a Transformer either. It could be that 1/6 Bram Stoker's Dracula. I hear you, Caleb. But something has to go from your current collection to cover it. I don't know if I have anything in my collection that could cover something that costly. So, like, stuff that would be on my chopping block kind of first would be the Masters of the Universe classic stuff I have. But, like, that's not going to cover anything too ridiculous. I think the next thing that I'd be willing to sell would be, like, my PS4 and all the games. You know, but I don't really have that much that's expendable anymore. I've gotten most of it the fuck out of here.
You're not getting rid of that Cammy?
Oh, the Play Arts one?
Is that what I don't remember? I got the leg fall off.
No, it's the arm. It's the arm.
Oh, was it the arm? I thought it was the leg.
Yeah, no, it's the arm. No. I mean, you know, once again, like that Cammy with the arm broken is, you know, maybe $5. You know what I mean? So like, I don't think I have anything that could cover anything that was really expensive. But the Masters of the Universe. Was
that Play Arts Kai the one that I was playing with? Like the one with the big old hips?
Yeah. Yep.
Was that Play Arts Kai?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir. I only have 2 Cammies. I have the Play Arts, and I have the SH Fig Arts, and I didn't have the SH Fig Arts when you were here.
Yeah, because it wasn't out yet, Bobby.
Exactly. And
I thought that was. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought it was a different company.
And like every now and then in my head, I fantasize, I guess, about selling my 40K collection, like that's already painted, because like I could probably get a pretty penny for that, but I never have. So there you have it. And I'll probably just end up giving it to Adam. So as a loan. Anybody else?
I don't really know what this mythical item would be that I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna part with all my stuff just for this. I'm not really sure what it is, but I mean, I guess if theoretically if it happened, like all that Matty Collector Ghostbusters stuff is worth a lot more than I paid for it. So, I mean, it'd theoretically be the thing to be like, okay, get rid of these, and you know that'll pay for this outlandish thing you want. Yeah, but I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like theoretically speaking, I could find like a like perfect reproduction like proton pack and then sell the one I made, but then like same time like I put that one together, like I don't know if I'd necessarily want a different one. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
I got a question for you real quick, Justin, while we're on the Ghostbusters topic of sorts. Did you see that 1/12 scale Ecto 1?
I did not. You have to say
SDCC, I want to say it was Mezco. Well, so Mezco did a 1/12. They're doing a 1/12 set of Ghostbusters.
Right, I know that.
Okay, and I want to say that the Ecto 1 went with that, but I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. But it looks fucking impressive.
I could believe that.
Matt?
Man, I guess I could remove my C-Dub stuff out of my Detox, and I could make room for something. Because I did replace everything and put C-Dub in my Detox. So,
did you really?
Yeah, I'll take pictures.
Please do.
It's all, and it's just one. It's one C-Dub stuff, you know, on each shelf.
Yes, dude.
It's a crayon in each shelf.
Perfect.
It is perfect. Good job, stupid. I don't know. I don't know what I could replace. I mean, what I have in my I only had 2 Detox, so, and what I got in there, I think are, you know, good enough. But you know, say something like if Flames Toys did a Starscream, I'd definitely take something out. That would be that would be easy to replace. But I don't know.
Greg,
I can't think of anything that's really. I'm with Justin. I can't really think of a rail item. I know I've contemplated selling that Omega Supreme before.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, I mean, you can get money for it. it's not like either of them are sold out anywhere. I don't think.
Right.
Just like to fund like these upcoming figures and then go back like later when I have more money, like in the fall or on Christmas, and buy them again. But,
right.
Or maybe even try the DX9 one. But yeah, I can't think of anything that really at this point in my life like I would really like freak out if I saw.
See,
because I have like my big ones.
Right.
Like, I have my favorite characters and like good forms. And then like some other things I just know will never get made. Like I know I'm not gonna get a 5 or 6 foot tall Unicron. You know what I mean? Like that's just ludicrous. So it's like so if someone put out a Unicron that went almost all the way to my ceiling, then maybe I would look into like selling some stuff to buy it. But I can't think of anything I would sell like much for now, because I'm at the point where I've trimmed all the fat.
I'll tell you, the first thing that came to my mind was like if somebody like Rain Man or one of those guys did like a 1/6 Jaina. Like I'm getting that. Like, and it's probably gonna be like $1,400, but like I'm getting that. But I can't. I don't think they would do it anyway.
Didn't a Rain Man already make a 1/6 scale Jaina?
I think there's a joke in there somewhere, but I don't know where it's at, and I'm scared.
I'm calling you Rain Man, and I'm saying Jaina's 1/6 scale.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew it was in there somewhere. I just couldn't see it.
Well, yeah, but you can count cards.
Yeah, just definitely 32 toothpicks. But that there's a Ricky Gervais like stand-up bit where he said he took this like autistic kid to the casino and like just to try his luck, and like. But like he kept losing money on his bets and shit. So he was like, man, I got to see what level I'm working at. So I threw some toothpicks on the ground. I was like, how many toothpicks are there? And he's like 7. He's like, it's 3. It's clearly 3. Question 2 for the parents out there. There's no doubt companies have been banking hard on nostalgia to make a buck in the past decade. Considering the amount of Hollywood movie reboots we've all had to endure and how many TV shows from our childhood have come back, thinking about the Thundercats announcements this week for the recent shows like DuckTales, do you think the impact of these franchises on our kids would have been the same without nostalgia and basically rehooking the parents to get into the new generation? I would say I don't think that they would be successful without the parents. Like, and my case in point is like the Voltron. Like a lot of people that grew up on Voltron like the Netflix Voltron, so they're watching it with their kids, and then their kids are getting into it. And the reason why I'm using that as an example is because the Netflix Voltron just didn't grab me, so I didn't watch it with my kids, and my kids could give a fuck. You know, like it's not even on their radar. And they look at Netflix, they look at like the kid shows on Netflix before they make their decision, and nothing about it says like, let's check this out. Now I have girls, you know, so maybe that plays a part in it, but
that might have a little different. If you have boys,
it could be
interested in converting lines.
It could be. Now they like a lot of boys' properties.
Right, yeah, you know? No, yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Like they like Rebels, they like Clone Wars,
Transformers and Star Wars and stuff, and everything.
They all like Transformers Prime.
Nice.
You know, but
which all that calls back to what their parent likes.
That is true. But I personally never said like we're gonna watch Transformers Prime together, guys. We're gonna watch. You know what I mean? Like they've always, can we watch this? We want to check this out. Like it's always been that.
Mm-hmm.
So. But Voltron, I have Voltron in the house as well. You know, like they're familiar with Voltron. They know what Voltron is, who Voltron is, but they never thought to click on that one. You know, and they watch like a fuck ton of Pokemon. You know, but that has nothing to do with me because I'm not watching Pokemon with them. But there's kind of been a resurgence in Pokemon recently.
Pokemon.
Yeah. You know, so they're teaching me about Pokemon. You know, I know more Pokemon characters' names now than I ever have.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. Anybody? Justin, you got thoughts on this?
I mean, I don't really have much of a horse in the game right now. Like my kid likes Bob the Builder, and
right, man, build. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume a lot of it is because of parents. Like, so one thing that I don't think that is done very well is like I just feel like marketing on a lot of this stuff is just completely lackluster compared to what it was like, you know, when we were younger. So, you know, like I feel like the draw to get into Transformers and stuff like that, like what Transformers show or anything like that exists right now that they're actively marketing for?
Yeah, and these kids have endless options. Like,
yeah,
when we came home from school, like you had 5 channels.
Mm-hmm. Most of them were not playing any kind of like cartoon or anything.
Exactly.
Like that.
So whatever channel, like that's just what you happen to be watching. Like it's just because that was the only option. But like, it's funny because I've even bumped into kids that were like heavy into He-Man and heavy into Thundercats or whatever, where I was heavier into Transformers and G.I. Joe. And, you know, but when you start talking, they're like, well, you know, G.I. Joe came on at this time and this, and like I start talking, I'm like, well, Transformers came out this time. It was like it's almost like I couldn't enjoy the shows that he was watching because I had whatever baseball practice or whatever, and he couldn't enjoy the shows that I was watching because he had after school programs, you know, until his parents got off work to pick him up or what, you know what I mean? So like, we just ended up enjoying what we had the ability to watch, you know. And my kids now, I mean, my kids spend a decent amount of time choosing. You know, like they don't have any concept of like catching a show. It's just like the world is at their fucking fingertips.
Yeah, and I mean with all the streaming services and all that stuff anymore, it's like, I mean, like Netflix is a perfect point of that. It's like doesn't matter what time I turn on Netflix. I mean, I guess if I turn it on this month and then not next month, that show could be gone. But you know, like you can come home from school and see that show. You know. Exactly.
So yeah, I think that, but to reiterate, like I'm agreeing with him. Like I think that it is an attempt to grab the parents and have the parents expose the children to the property.
Yeah, I would agree.
Well, question. I have an answer.
Yeah, please go ahead.
With my daughter, they've been selling this Martha Stewart dog stuff at PetSmart. She's in a partnership with them now, and same with Rachel Ray. And like, it's making me want to get back into some vintage Kmart Martha Stewart bedding and towels.
I know.
Like, I kind of want to pick up that collection again.
And she did time, so she's certified in the streets.
Cred.
Yeah. Question 2.5. Yeah. Question 2.5. I have 2 kids, a daughter who's 6 and a son who's 2. If I look at the toys we buy them, it's usually a franchise my wife and I connected to versus something that's an actual original concept. Would my daughter still like Star Wars or My Little Pony if Daddy and Mommy didn't like it too? We're only mildly trying to relive our childhood through them. Could be worse. Could be trying that through sports. So second part of this question is, what new and original cartoon toy lines really hit home with your kids that you see as being something as big as something we grew up loving?
Definitely Bob the Builder. No, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, my kids love Pokemon, but my Pokemon's been around for a while.
I mean, like, Pokemon, like, was out, like...
in the late 90s, early 2000s.
You know, like, I mean, it was... I don't even think it was that odd to see some of the, like, nerdier kids in school watching Pokemon in, you know, like, the people who liked anime at that time.
Right.
So, I mean...
Yeah, I can't think of anything. Like, they're... Like, and, like, they're into Sonic, you know? Like, they like Sonic a lot. Like, they watch the Sonic shows and all that shit.
Sonic
but, like, I don't...
current show?
Yeah, he has... They have 2 shows available. One's current, it's like CGI animation. And one's, like, 2D.
What I think is interesting is that most recent Sonic game is like the most successful Sonic for like, I think it's like the last 25 years of Sonic or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, like it's been 25 years since a Sonic game was as successful as the most recent one.
Yeah, I mean, like, my kids love that shit. I'm trying to.
Yeah, they played it.
Go ahead.
What'd
you say? Yeah. When you were up here.
Yeah. Schoolfest, they were always playing it.
Yeah, they dig in. They love all that shit, all that Nintendo franchise stuff. Mario, Sonic. I mean, Sonic is basically a Nintendo franchise now.
They're new. I mean, like we've always said that, you know, the game industry has taken, you know, over, you know, with, you know, they're so easily accessible, you know, on your phone, your iPad or whatever.
And
that's their stuff. You
truthfully, like, some of these video games are like Like, the stories are better than the fucking cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I can't really blame them. Like, they were into Shopkins, but they're out of that shit now and don't give a fuck about it. They were into My Little Pony, but we didn't put that on them, but they're kind of out of that as well.
We went through all that too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that Shopkins is probably the only franchise that they were into that didn't have some sort of connection.
Yeah.
And it's gone. It's like it's gone. Like, they got rid of all of them. Like, they're done. Like, it was it was a freak of the week. It was a t-shirt of the month or whatever.
Freak of the week. Freak it.
Well, I feel like a lot of that stuff. I mean, I'm obviously not as exposed to like the toys and stuff, but just like the times that I've gone to like Toys R Us, like I feel like that's the thing now. Is it's like a lot of, let me catch you, and then like it's just gonna disappear, and the next fad is here. So.
Yeah.
I've actually thought about picking up Shopkins and doing reviews because they do a lot of fucking views, but I'm not that sad yet.
So yeah, that'll do it for tonight. I think we have.
I think we're done of questions.
No, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Plus, we'll get an MP collector.
Dude, about three or 4 weeks ago, we had a list.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like we
almost
accumulate
like
them.
Asked for them.
We
you
accumulate them.
Oh, you mean another?
No. Let's get to the bottom of the barrel and then we'll ask again because
Robin, I'm gonna do another vote if y'all want me to do another.
I'll be like, too many options. What deluxe T-shirt should I buy?
What should I buy with a skull?
I think that there's plenty of questions here to get through. But yeah, that's the thing is like we accumulate the questions and then work through them, and eventually we'll run out.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pokemon.
I don't have anything else closing to remark on.
Folks, I hope y'all enjoyed this show. Hope you enjoy the pictures.
Get your pets spayed and neutered.
Yes. And we will see you next week.
Remember to wash your recycle.
Hit us up if y'all want us to do another run of T-shirts. I think we've asked y'all a couple weeks ago. Yeah, if y'all want another run of T-shirts, hit us up.
Yeah, if you do and you haven't already sent an email, send an email to shatteredcastonline@gmail.com and put shirt as the title, like as the what I think is the title, right, of the email, and then tell us the size that you want in the message.
Did we get down to the ones we got in? Did you get those? Because we got a couple in, I think.
Yeah, but I haven't noted them because there hasn't been enough.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, that's it. I'll take us out of here.
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, Wigs, and my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock. At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse, I am Ratchet. Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and sole purpose is entertainment. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck